Good morning, it's Bitcoin Brian here. I'm going to be doing a video on Litecoin today. So before I get started, if you could please subscribe and you'd get notifications when a new video comes out, or hit the like or bell notification, or leave a comment. All that would really help us out. Thanks. Before we get going, I have to put out the disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And we're going to be talking about Litecoin today. So one of the first original altcoins came out back in, I think, 2011. It's a great coin, and I can't wait to start going through it. So let's get right into it. So like I always do, the first thing I'd like to do is I'll look at the chart. So this is Litecoin's chart, and this is a 5-year view of Litecoin and what's going on with it. You could see back here, I think in August of 2019, they had a halving, and you can see after that halving, it always tends to go down, and then it just kind of went sideways for a solid, year and a few months, but then it started its climb right here. It just went all the way up to where it peaked at the last bull market in 2021 of over $400. So that was a huge gain. And now here we are, where we just had the halving in August for Litecoin. And now here we are going again down a little bit. And I bet we're going to be going sideways for a while. This chart really doesn't look good for purchasing Litecoin right now and going along with it. The 200-day average, the 50 and the 20-day moving average are all above the price right now. So this is all going to be resistance. This isn't something I would be purchasing to try to trade to make some money on. Now, if I'm a long-term holder on this, which I am, I might go ahead and try to buy a little more at this very good price. It's below $70, right around today's price is around $65. So you might be able to get, I might be looking to buy, I might put some low ball orders in around $55, maybe even go as low as like 50, and get prepared for the next upcoming bull run, which I think is going to be starting in the next several months. So anyway, with Litecoin, we'll go back to CoinGecko and we can get a lot of information on it. You can see there's a total supply of 84 million coins, and then 73 million have already been put out into the circulating supply. So not a lot of supply if you think about global economy. It's amazing that it's only 84 million of them. And you see our market cap is just under $5 billion just for Litecoin. So I'll go down here and you can see what its all-time high was. The all-time high was back in May 2021, which was the last peak of the bull market. Do I think we're going to get back up there in the next upcoming bull market? I think it's very possible. And this is why. I have some teenagers, and they are trading Litecoin, using Litecoin. The gaming industry, they're getting paid in Litecoin if they're getting paid to game. And they asked me, about Litecoin. They opened up their own wallets. They're transferring back and forth. So I asked them the question, why are you guys using Litecoin? And they said, because the fees are so cheap and it's a lot quicker to transfer back and forth between wallets than using Bitcoin. Totally made sense. So here we have it. Generation Z on their own are opening up wallets all over the place with Litecoin and transferring funds back and forth between each other. This is going to be here for the long term, and if you look at it, look at Litecoin now. It has over 170 million total addresses. That's more addresses than Ethereum. So for the long haul, Litecoin is not going anywhere, and I could see this coin going over $1,000 someday. So for me, Litecoin's like a long-term hold, again, like a 2 to 5 year hold. And I'm just slowly, adding to my bags and just building up a nice holding of Litecoin. Someday it could be 2 years from now, 5 years from now, could be at the peak of the next bull market. But I definitely see this going above its all-time high, which is $410. Even if it went to its all-time high, or even if it just went to half that to $205, that's still, that's still great gains in anybody's mind. If you take out the calculator, which is my favorite thing to do, even if we just got to the all-time high, right? So we take just 410. I'm going to just divide it by the current price is roughly $65, right? And we'll go, let's see what it comes out to. So that's a 6x on Litecoin. If it from now till just say the peak of the next bull market, which I think the peak is going to be the summer of 2025. So in a little less than 2 years, at some point, Litecoin could do a 6x. To me, that's huge. So, you know, that's me using the all-time high as a point where it's going to get back to. It could be less than that. It could be greater than that. But I think even a conservative bet, that $65 Litecoin price right now is going to go ahead and I would say at least hit $200. So that's at least a 3x. So for me, I really like Litecoin, and I like it mainly. A big fact is because the young generation is using it. They're opening up wallets. They know the fees are very cheap. It's the pennies to send Litecoin. So that's not going anywhere because who's going to be leading the country? Who's they're the next generation, and they're growing up with opening up wallets, with cryptocurrency, with the ins and outs, and it's just I'm just excited about that, especially when my teenagers came to me and said, "Hey, Dad, I got a Litecoin wallet. Do you have a Litecoin wallet? Can I send you some Litecoin to hold on to for me?" It blew my mind. So anyway, that's my video on Litecoin. I don't think it's going up anytime soon. It's going to have to battle through these resistance of the 20, 50, and 200-day moving average. If it breaks through that, we're going to see probably 120, 130, and then the next stop would be that. But I say we probably got at least a 4 to 6 months before we see that happen, would be my guess. But you never know with cryptocurrency. It's a very volatile market. Well, thanks for listening, and hope everybody has a great day. Take care.